Silver Street. Tickets locked. Lee Valley Leisure Complex. Castle Road, St Anne's School.
Is she still here? Well, cough, Christmas present. A broken bracelet with the name Louise on it.
For your safety, please cross the cycle lane.
Be straightforward with her. Just hey, I don't like this. Can you stop, please? No, I'll call her away. No, this kid goes to party. Who is she? No, the lady. The county girl, right? Because I know some of my friends in this county, and she don't like them. She said bad stuff about them. Yeah. So, and she was looking at, you know, Sasha? I was texting her, right? Like, and you know, texting in private. And then she keeps looking at her phone, and then she says like, oh, I don't want to be friends with her. I'm just saying my personal opinion. And then she told you. No, and then she stole the message because she's looking over the phone. Then she blocked me. And then I tried to get the 45 to her and I put it to her. You sure? Maybe she just needs to go 145. No, no one wants a family friend, boy. No one. Remember the tiny
Please cross the cycle lane with caution.
Like, it helps my sight reading. I know. Hey, I can wait. You can take piano. Yeah. What's right? Grade 7 for me. No, it's grade 2. I don't know. But I'm better with chords.
Ìran kékèké ló mú lọ sí daycare yẹn náà kọ́ lọ́hùn. Àwa ní over 5,000 children roaming around in north. No parents, no father, no mother. Mukinyo, good morning. We are somewhere around Enfield. The person asking what location are we? You're watching a live transmission on the Koikimedia the 16th of January 2025. As you can tell, it's just coming up to 8 o'clock in the morning. As people are walking their dog, children are going to school, people are going to work. is the opposite in Nigeria that has failed as a country for the last 64 years. It is time to say goodbye to that shithole country that failed to put things in place for the indigenous people. The Yoruba wants to exit Nigeria. The Igbo wants to exit. The Hausa wants to exit. Nigeria is no longer working, and it is time to de-amalgamate the contraction. Let's listen to more music. We still have about 5 minutes before the end of the broadcast. Thank you so much.
I've done all the units. I skipped to unit 48 at a
school.
Look at that.
I want to lose school. Millions of our people could not return back to school because they can't pay school fees. There is no education in every part of Yoruba land, and the world won't do anything. Let's continue to mobilize as the rally will be announced very soon. But for now, we continue the awareness, we continue the discussion, and we give you all the reasons why we believe that Nigeria is no longer visibly working. It's a contraction, and we must allow Nigeria to dissolve so that every country inside Nigeria can go and sort their problems out and put security in place. This is Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Let's listen to more music from this part of the globe.
No one likes you. Oh, you're so annoying. And etc. Seriously. Yeah, she literally said that to me. And she's like, oh, go choose those better than me. You probably hate me anyways. But I didn't have time. Okay, bye. Wait, did you get a shot? Tell me, just tell me now.
Around my school.
I gotta wake up
On the
to
school nìyẹn. Wọ́n ní láti sanwó school ọ̀fẹ́ ní school. Just like bí Baba Olawo ṣe ṣe. Just like bí Baba Olawo náà ṣe ṣe during the western region.
And then Whisper gave birth.
And I'm not sure why some of us are so adamant we keep Nigeria.
Well, you sold her
Everybody
child.
knows that the end of Nigeria is here.
To take care of 7 cats.
Yet we live in denial. Let's listen to this interview by Babakitoye on Channels Television 7 years ago about Nigeria, not a nation, but a country of many nations. This was Babakitoye some 7 years ago in an interview with Shehu Okimbaloye on Channels Television. Let's listen together to Babakitoye.
As a country, we need to know the type of country we have. Every country has its own fundamental structure. The country that we have, Nigeria, is not a nation, it's a country of many nations. There are more than 300 of such nations. The important thing for us is to find a structure that will be enshrined in our constitution, that would make it possible for all our nations to live harmoniously together in the same country. That would confer stability on that country. and that will provide for a productive society, so that we will not all be descending to poverty as we have been doing steadily for decades, in spite of all.
And this was 7 years ago, and the poverty level has gone skyrocket.
The oil money. So we need a very radical change in the constitution that we have now, in the structure of our country. That's what we mean when we say restructure. You cannot have many nations in one country and have a central government ruling all of them. What you will have is what we are having now. One, disunity, instability, conflict, poverty, increasing poverty all the time. People say, oh, we can correct, we can deal with corruption. You cannot deal with corruption. We are now. It's not possible. The reason is that all the resources that are gathered in the center create a panacea for corruption.
Yeah, she has a head tied up.
And if you look at what Dr. Kitoye said 7 years ago, nothing has changed. Let's listen to another one.
Looks like her wearing
Professor Akintoye, Yoruba nation living like a slave in Nigeria. This was Professor Akintoye again on the news night on China's television some few years back before he left to Benin Republic. Let's listen.
Leads to increased equity, justice, and development. My guest, who is one of them, is Professor of History, Bachi
Akintoye. This is Professor. Almost some years now.
Thank you so much for your time. Welcome to Newsnight. Thank you. You spoke at a public lecture in commemoration of the Yoruba KG. Many students of history know that that war was probably the longest in the annals of world civil wars. But it was almost exclusively within Yoruba land. Now, before I come to what you said there, the war itself, did we, as students of history, take any lessons from that in the way you're seeing us behave now?
I was actually looking at the lessons to be drawn from our history and the events that followed. The fact that after the war we became very rapidly highly educated
This is an order from your bestie.
with university professors. Some, by the 1880s, when the war was coming to an end, some Yoruba families were already producing a third generation of university graduates. We had started in 1859. We published our first newspaper on the African continent in Abeokuta.
Wait, give me a second, I'll call you back.
Very rapidly, other papers followed, especially in Lagos and so on. And in the 1990s, as the British or as the Europeans were sweeping over West Africa or Africa to establish colonies, we Yoruba, and they were becoming very arrogant.
I know
Europeans were becoming very arrogant and talking about the inferiority of the black man. They said the black man has never created any civilization and can never do so. And so but we Yoruba showed them that we could. And we started what we call the movement of Yoruba cultural nationalism, which was the only thing on the African continent challenging the arrogance of the white people. And so on. But unfortunately, we didn't carry that far.
I'm a school around the background. There might be no.
And if we had done that, we had influence to prevent what later happened. Our becoming a British colony, and our becoming part of another kind of a large country. We are a large nation on our own. We don't need to be part of that country.
You're referring to the Yorubas?
Yes, the Yorubas, yes. We made mistakes.
What you're watching right now are children all heading to school. In every part of Yoruba land. If people want to save Nigeria where they're not going to school, let them keep Nigeria. We want to send our children to school to learn and come and develop our land rather than running away and japa after they finish their study. Let's go back to Babakitoye.
We made mistakes. We are.
But do you like Hugo?
We had the military power, very big military power to resist any incursions of colonialism into our territory. We commanded a lot of influence in our educated people who could have influenced the European governments back in Europe.
Wait, so
we commanded a lot of influence in our missionaries. One of them was the highest church official in the whole of West Africa.
Tell me something to say to Hugo.
We had, our clergy had a lot of influence. And then we had great traders in the interior, especially in Lagos and Ajashe, Otonogo. Some of these merchants already had shipping lines of their own. And we had these powerful newspapers, though, that were the pillars of this movement of Yoruba cultural nationalism. We had all of that, and we yet let our land become British colony, partly British colony, partly French colony, partly German colony. It's puzzling. How we command.
Hi, Martha.
How we command such enormous power in our hands, and yet let ourselves become the colony of any other country. And we had the military power too.
I gotta go now. Bye bye.
I have estimated that by 1992, when the first attempt was made to conquer
Oh my God, you did
there were in different kingdoms and authorities, in the hands of different authorities in Yoruba land, over 500,000
school. School. Everybody's going to school. Everybody's going to work. If you want to go to your church, there's no problem. You want to go to your Hindu temple, there's no problem. You want to go to your mosque, there's no problem. But you must be doing something apart from that. Helping the society, building the taxation system that can be used to run the community. They're coming down. They're all going to school. Girls here. They were the one making noise. But one lost school. They're heading to school, as you can see them. You see? School. They'll be well educated, they are grounded. And you in Nigeria, no access to education. Muki, brother Miami Fatoke, Omobolaja Abdullah, good morning. Good morning to you all. Look at the society. But it is working, it is drivable, it is motorable. You follow the instruction, 15 miles an hour, you don't go more than that.
Very highly seasoned soldiers, commanded by very great commanders. Now, we put all of that together. We didn't pull our military resources together. We didn't use our influence in the media. We didn't use the influence of our educated people. We didn't use our influence in the church circles in Europe through our clergymen, and we let our country become a colony.
If you want to make a full-time income from home,
as you can tell, it's a deliberate act that they don't want us to succeed as Yoruba people. The most powerful people, as Babakitoye said, are the Lake Baton. You know.
We who are students of history, we are looking at that. What really did happen? How could the people who were so powerful,
people that are so powerful, capable,
simply let their country slide?
Simply let their country slide. And we are saying, let us return back and be a stronger country, an independent country. You want to save Nigeria. Abibeko, you want to save Nigeria that is dead, that is not working. That is how far we can take you again this morning. I got to jump on the train. It's just coming up to 18 minutes past. On my left and on my right, there are churches, as you can tell here. That's a church. You can see that's a church. Church con here. Everybody has gone to work. That's a church there, you can tell. Nobody's there. It's all complete shut down. So I need to get on the train so that I can catch myself to my next destination. Thank you so much, and continue to share our VN, continue to share our live transmission, and make sure that you support Koikimedia financially so that we can be able to do more. I have to go now. We will get there. It will take a bit of, but we want us to go now. We can all do it together and support Igbowo, support Babakitoye, support the campaigners for Yoruba Nation. This is from crude oil. This Vaseline is from crude oil, but apparently we've not been able to do much out of it. Thank you so much, Bishop Adeshino. Emma Bino Lori Facebook. I couldn't mention all your names. I gotta go now because I gotta get on the train. Koikimedia bringing the work closer to your doorstep. Bye for now. And then it's 16th of January 2025. Bye for now.